you heard of a SPAC? So a SPAC is a special purpose acquisition company, and effectively you may have heard me talk about SPV. So an SPV is a special purpose vehicle, and it's just a company that you use to do your next transaction. So it's just a limited company that's sitting there ready, waiting to be used as the contracting party in an acquisition. Well, a SPAC is just the public listed equivalent. So effectively, it's a shell, it's an empty company, an SPV that's just sitting there waiting to do a deal. But the difference is it's listed on a stock market. It's sitting there on the stock market, its shares are publicly tradable, and its raison d'etre, its purpose, its reason for existence is to go and find a deal, to go and do a transaction. Now, SPACs can be really, really useful. Now, the interesting thing is there's been lots of regulatory changes around the world concerning SPACs, so you have to do your research to look at which exchanges you can still list a SPAC on, or where it's worth listing a SPAC, because you can often list a SPAC, but the regulations make it so difficult and so tricky to actually do a deal that it's not worth doing. But there are still some really good, viable locations, and we've recently listed a couple of SPACs, and we have a couple more in the pipeline. And once you have that listed vehicle, it's much easier to then go and look for transactions that could go with it. It's the proof of the pudding, it's the shortcut, it gets the journey that much quicker. So SPACs can be a really powerful way of deal sourcing, because once you have a listed SPAC, you can then go look for transactions. It's an interesting idea, and definitely one that's working well for us at the moment.